Hello students, welcome to SST class. In this video, we will learn about Sher Shah Suri and Akbar. Sher Shah Suri's real name was Farid Khan. He was a violent warrior and he killed a tiger single-handedly. That is why he earned the title of Sher Khan. He belonged to the Sur kingdom. He defeated Humayun and occupied the Mughal throne and ruled under the title of Sher Shah Suri. Sher Shah ruled for a short period of 5 years. He was an excellent administrator and introduced many administrative reforms in civil, military and land revenue system. He introduced the silver coin called the rupiah. He also minted gold coins called mohor and copper coins called dam. He built an excellent network of roads called the Sher Shah Suri Marg. It ran from Sonargaon in Bengal to Peshawar, now in Pakistan. He was an imperial judge and a great builder also. The Purana Kila in Delhi and his tomb at Sasaram in Bihar are the masterpiece of architecture. He died in 1545 CE after an explosion took place in the fort of Kalinjar. Now let us come to know about Akbar. Akbar the Great or Shahenshah Akbar-e-Azam. Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar was also known as Shahenshah Akbar-e-Azam or Akbar the Great. He was born on 15th October 1547 in Amarkot. He was crowned as the emperor in 1556 CE at the age of 13 years. Because he was minor, his regent patron and mentor Behram Khan looked after the kingdom till he attained the age of 18 years. Qualities and skills. Akbar was a great warrior and a very good administrator. By the end of his reign in 1605 CE, the Mughal Empire stretched from Afghanistan to Bengal and from Jammu to south. He powerfully eliminated the descendants of Sher Shah Suri and defeated the Hindu king Hemu in the second battle of Panipat in 1556 CE. He took steps to end the internal conflicts in his kingdom through his diplomatic skills and organizational capabilities. He adopted many policies. Let us learn about Akbar's Rajput policy. Akbar, the first Muslim ruler who realized that there could be no permanent Muslim empire without the cooperation of the Rajputs. To get the support of Rajputs, he made the marriage alliances. He married Jodhabai, daughter of Raja Bharmal of Jaipur in 1562 CE. The marriage provided him the powerful support of the Rajput rulers throughout his reign. But remember, Maharana Pratap and his son Rana Amar Singh of Sisodia clan of Mewar, they didn't accept Akbar's overlordship. The Battle of Haldighati was fought between both of them, and in 1576 CE, Akbar won the battle, but Rana Pratap didn't surrender. Akbar gave important posts to the Rajput and other Hindus in his kingdom. He honored Rajput kings. Akbar's administration. Akbar divided the Mughal Empire into provinces. Provinces were divided into subas. Subas were further divided into sarkars, and sarkars were divided into parganas and mahals or villages. The empire was the head of the power. He had all the powers and held by the cabinet ministers or members like Wazir, Diwan, Mir Bakshi and Kaji. The Mansabdari system introduced by Akbar, in which an individual was given a jagir or a piece of land according to his zat or rank. The Mansabdars had to provide a certain number of horses for the king's use. He followed the system of branding of horses like his predecessors Alauddin Khilji. Land revenue system was introduced in Akbar's reign. Raja Todarmal, who was one of his 9 jewels, appointed as the chief revenue officer. Raja Todarmal introduced the Dashala system, or it is also known as Bandobast system. According to this system, the land was measured and divided into 4 classes depending upon their fertility. The new land revenue system was known as Zabt. Religious policy. Akbar was a follower of religious tolerance, which was an essential condition for the nation building. In 1562 CE, he abolished the pilgrim tax. In 1564 CE, he abolished the jizya, which the non-Muslim had to pay. He took interest in the religious and social customs of the people. He celebrated Hindu festivals like Holi, Diwali, Basant Panchami, etc. Deen-e-Ilahi was a new religion founded by him. Akbar banned forced sati. He forbade marriages between near relatives. He discouraged excessive drinking. He laid down a strict punishment for the crime like female infanticide. Akbar died in 1605 CE and was buried at Sikandara near Agra. He was succeeded by his son Salim Nasiruddin Muhammad Jahangir. As you know, Akbar never got the opportunity to receive a formal education. He was not able to read and write, but he was a great patron of learned men. Famous writers like Abul Fazl, who wrote Ain-e-Akbari and Akbarnama, was one of his 9 jewels. Akbar liked music and painting. Many scholar musicians like Mia Tansen, Baba Ramdas, Beju Bawra and Surdas, they were the part of Akbar's court. The Navrats or the 9 gems of Akbar's court. Abul Fazl, Fizi, Tansen, Todarmal, Mirza Aziz Koka, Abdul Rahim Khane Khana, Raja Bhagwan Das, Raja Man Singh and Birbal. These were the 9 jewels of the Akbar's court. Raja Birbal is remembered even today for his wit and humor. Thank you. Have a nice day.